In the latter part of 1945, December as a matter of fact, Earl Scruggs had come to town looking for work. He had worked over in western North Carolina and East Tennessee with Lost John and Zeke and Wiley Morris. And he was going to go make an attempt to spread his banjo playing around and everything. So he went to Nashville and he tried to get an audition with Bill. And according to Bill and everybody else who knew of those days, Bill actually stood him up on 3 audition appointments. And finally Jim Shoemate brought Earl over to the Opry and got Earl to play for Bill and the rest of the guys. And supposedly, according to the legend, Bill looked around at Lester and said, "Lester, what do you think of him?" And Lester said, "Well, he can keep up with us." And that was what sealed the deal there, evidently. So Earl went to work for Bill Monroe. And you had those convergence of 2 talents and 2 sounds there that pretty much set the basis for a musical form to be happening. Now here, it was along about Christmas, so before they really got to playing any, most of the guys in the band had gone home for their Christmas and holidays, you know, to spend those with their families. And Earl stayed in town, and he and Bill worked the Opry. This is the tale they told when Earl had his reunion with Bill at Bean Blossom. I was in the band at that point, so I got to hear the story firsthand from both of those guys. But anyhow, here's one of the tunes that was part of that convergence where the piece of material came along that suited Bill Monroe for his voice and his power of playing, and Earl Scruggs for his style of banjo playing. The tune was called Molly and Tenbrooks. And I would advise you to go back and listen to the original cut of this sometime, because you'll hear where they went to the 4 chord, to the E in the thing, a couple of beats early. Now, when you get to listening to the guitar playing, it was all over the map. Sometimes he went with them, sometimes he didn't. It was kind of like Lester when they played the original cut of Foggy Mountain Breakdown. Here's Earl going to the E minor and Lester playing in an E major. Back then, the music was just evolving. It wasn't perfect. Everybody didn't play in the same key all the time, but it worked. Okay, so here is Molly and Tenbrooks for you. Now, from what I said there, the way the guitar would play there was 2 different things that happened there. And part of it was that they went to the 4 chord early. Run, oh Molly, run, oh Molly, run. There, instead of the traditional way that it's come down to now, where it's run, oh Molly, run, oh Molly, run, and you go to the 4 chord on the run there. So that's what I meant by that. And if you get a chance to listen to that original cut, it'll just let you know the music was just happening and it was exciting at that point. It was really a wonderful time.